Call the meeting to order
And I'm gonna stand good.
at whatever time it is now, must be 7 o'clock on the dot.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yeah. Okay. I don't have any announcements really, other than thanks to you all for putting me in this chair and pink at our last meeting. Attendance?
I have it.
Good. All right. Consideration to approve the minutes for the April 10th Board of Directors meeting.
Second.
Joanne and Judy.
All in favor? Consideration to approve the proposed agenda for the May 1st, 2024 Board of Directors meeting.
So moved.
Bradley,
Second.
Judy.
All in favor? Student report, their last one of the year.
Good evening. The following is some of the older news because we missed a couple board meetings. Congratulations to Autumn Niles, a 9th grader who attended the District 1 Honors Festival for Chorus on January 19th at the South Portland High School. Junior Cameron Barron and Yellow Tulip Project Advisor Elizabeth Sanborn were featured in an in-depth article published in the New York Times on February 6th about the Yellow Tulip Project at Sauk Valley High School.
Congratulations to the following senior award winners who were recently recognized. Lexi Surratt, 2024 MPA Principals Award, Emma Belanger and Caleb Vacchiano, 2024 Western Maine Conference Citizenship Award. Congratulations to Emma Belanger and Dylan Capano, who got to participate in the WMC Senior All-State Game for basketball on March 6th. Congratulations to Arabelle Harrington on her silver medal at the Skills USA competition. Congratulations to Emma Belanger, who was selected to participate in the 2024 Maine Associates of Basketball Coaches Roland McDonald House Charities Senior All-Star Weekend. It has been a very long time since a player from Saukville has participated in this opportunity. Congratulations to Bill Capano, who is invited to play in the Maine Shrine Lobster Bowl Classic game on July 20th.
The Maine Career Exploration Badge is open to all JMG and ELO students who are juniors and seniors. This is an opportunity to participate in 40 hours of meaningful work experiences through an intentionally designed exploration and reflection process through online modules. Students set goals, document their employer engagement experience, and plan for their future. Students receive an academic award of $500 upon completion. SVHS has had 5 students finish the MCEB and receive their $500 award, with 9 more poised to finish by the end of May. Spring sports are off to a great start. The following are some upcoming events. The District Art Show will take place at the Ossipee Fairgrounds on May 4th from 9 to 3. Prom will be on May 11th. That's also at the fairgrounds. All juniors will be taking the Science MEA on May 15th. And Field Day will be held on May 24th.
Finally, graduation for the class of 2024 will be on May 31st at 6 p.m. Thank you to Emma for 2 years of dedication as a student representative on the school board.
Thank you guys, and yeah, thank you, Emma. I missed you. All right, yeah, oh,
Is field day for the high school or for when the high school
So-
takes care of the little ones?
Field days for the elementary school,
Okay.
and then all the seniors will get, they're called captains, and they go into different groups with the elementary kids and do
I
field
just
day
didn't
with
know
them.
which field day was going to have. Thank you.
there were no committee meetings since our previous meeting to report on, but we do have some policy action items. There wasn't a Lake Region meeting, right? Between our last meeting, I know.
Sorry, I didn't
There
hear.
wasn't a Lake Region meeting, right?
No.
Okay. I was thinking there was a dinner thing or something. So we have some policy action items. Consideration to approve the following policies as second read and adoption.
So
Me,
Judy jumped on it, she moved.
Alright.
Are we skipping ahead or what's going on?
So there were no committees yet.
Okay.
So there's no committee reports, just these policies.
I can tell you,
Go ahead.
I can tell you that the adult advisory committee will be meeting on the Tuesday.
So we have a motion
I have a
from
Judy motion for the 4 policies that you're about to read, I think.
BE, school board meetings, BEC, executive sessions, BEC-R, executive session procedure, BEDB, agenda. I have a motion for Judy to approve them as a second
Second.
read.
Bradley, second.
All those in favor. Jolene, do you still have a question? Or no? Okay, I just think so. All in favor? Alright. Superintendent report.
Okay, so that came quick tonight, so a couple things, you saw on your agenda, construction update, I have a little bit more than that as part of my report, so I'll go backwards and say in terms of the spring 24 learning plan, things are going fine in school. Still, we keep that on as a monthly basis, but I think things are running very well at all of our schools. The construction update you'll care probably more about. The first thing is, you might have seen the ad in the paper for the new court at our middle school as part of ESSER funding. We had a couple visitors come to see that, who hopefully will bid on that project for maybe some basketball courts for our middle schoolers, and maybe if we have enough resources, a court at our high school. What I wanted to talk to you about tonight, just so you're aware, you can stop the train. The court is going to go in between 2 leach fields, so really the only place that it can go is where there are a lot of pine trees. We will be removing quite a few pine trees to put this court in. I just wanted to make sure this board was aware of that, was okay with that. So if you're at the middle school and you look at the playground of the middle school, and you're looking towards the high school, there's like a pine tree barrier. That whole barrier will go to put in this court. Just didn't want to see a bunch of trees go down, you never told us. We just looked at it now and had a couple expert excavators saying this is where it needs to go based on your leach field. Just found out at our site walkthrough on the 26th, so I wanted to add it tonight, make sure everybody was still good with clearing several pine trees. To be honest, their suggestion was the pine trees sort of make an L. I'm not doing a very good job, but there's the middle school playground, set of pine trees, then there's sort of another set of pine trees that goes to a high school adult ed. They suggested taking all the pine trees, so nothing based on this last storm, nothing would fall on the children, it'd be a safe area and they'd have room to put the court in. If you're good with that, certainly I'll let them know to proceed. We'll call a few logging companies to try and take them out, but just want to clear it with you first.
Judy?
I have a concern about Saco River corridor, with the removal of so many trees. Has anybody gone before them, or would you like me to bring it up?
So I think they said, the excavator said it's within X number of feet in the river and we have pavement closer to the river than the pine trees would be, so I'm not sure what impact, but certainly we should clear and make sure everything's okay, yes. We wouldn't want to violate that, taking them out. But we did look and we have paved, so behind the middle school there is pavement closer to the river than these pine trees are, it looks like, from my untrained surveying eye, but let's check and make sure, sure.
Maggie?
Cal, is it going to be behind the right hand,
There's,
soccer goal?
give me 1 second, Maggie, and I will do better than I'm doing that.
If you
No,
turn on the
Miss
TV,
Day, thank you, buddy, I'm glad
I
you're
can
here.
save you though.
All right, I'm starting to have a little bead of sweat going right now.
I just don't want you to have to use your artistic talent.
I was gonna get on board with my stick people and you said, okay. Admin, so should this come on this day, is that what you're telling me?
I think Sue has it
Am
ready
I
to
here?
go.
Yeah.
All right, 3, 8, 5, 7, okay.
Oh, my word.
Okay, so, and actually this is right on our website, we put this in the shopping guide, we sent it to 6 excavators / contractors, they shut the light out front. The original hope and dream, I think, was that we put the basketball court here, hoop, 6 hoops for the kids to shoot at. That is a leach field. It needs to go here, underneath the pine trees. That's our middle school playground, right here. That's all pine trees, and if you can picture, there's all pine trees that way. They said all of these and all of those should go. And what I'm saying, Judy, here's where the pine trees end, the river's that way. There's like pavement over here that you can't see in my picture, farther towards the river than those trees. Those, I'm glad I called that up. Those are the trees we're talking about. If you're okay having those removed, we'll proceed. If not, we'll have no place to put the court. So that's big. I'm putting you in a bad spot here, because if you say no, we're just not gonna be able to get the court in here.
Where's high school?
High school's over here, so this is like, the middle school sits like this, probably the two wings are like this of our middle school, our academic wings. Our high school's here. And their high school, this is where, there's like a little ball field out back behind our high school. This is a grass area, that's also all leach field too. So it has to sit here. Oh, I shouldn't call it.
Sue, bring up Google Earth.
Dr. Landry's on this.
This is Google Earth right here.
No, I meant so we could see our whole complex.
Sue Day, do you wanna bring up Google Earth?
Just tap it out.
I'll get off, Suzanne, and let you get on. Or actually, maybe I can see if I'm just down here. Google Maps. Is this what you mean, Judy, I hope?
Yeah, and put in our address.
Okay. I should have Emma or Bridget do this.
Good.
There we go.
There you go.
This is better for everybody?
Yeah.
Alright, good idea. Okay, so, here's where we are now in our administrative conference room. This is our middle school wings. This is the playground. The yellow rectangle you saw, I was hoping was here. This is leach field, and this is leach field. The only place to put the court is in this tree line. They suggested all of those as well. They would have taken the whole L for safety to keep that. I want us to see this pavement here. Judy is closer to the river. Well, maybe than not this tree line here. But we have pavement already back here from Harriman's design of our middle school. There's the high school, Danny, of course. Can I,
Yeah.
Bradley, go
So
ahead.
that formation of trees kind of looks like a Y. You can take the whole thing.
So this has to go. They suggested all of these to just have a clear area so nothing comes
Should.
down on those
Should
courts.
take it all.
He thought, or they both thought, this whole basically T of trees, if I'm being honest, should all go and have a clearing.
It'd be a little bit more mowing around the edges, but other than that, it should go. all
Safer
go.
environment,
Yes.
is what they thought.
I was just going to say, that's a much better explanation. I thought you were going more this way, and as you can see, there's very few trees that are there anyway, so.
Yeah, no, I would say
shadow, I
it's,
think.
stop here, I would say it's this and this we're talking about removing. If the board's comfortable with that, we'll call a few logging companies, get that best price,
I
and
could
get
have,
those up.
somebody from Saco River Corridor come and see if it's 500 feet, I'm sure it is.
Can't you just scroll that up and you can actually.
Gee,
Dr. Landy's actually running the screen.
So,
That's way more than
Okay.
500 feet. That's like
Yeah.
way more than
up in the
that.
top of that, there's a
There's
thing
the
for a
river.
measurement.
Okay.
What a bad night, and my kid's here, and oh, this is brutal.
So that's what I do it for.
Yeah, maybe I should, Bridge, put you on the spot.
Now,
Okay, do
there's
something.
a thing in the top left to do a measurement.
Top left,
It's not on, it's on Google
Looks
Maps,
like a
it's
rule.
not Google
am I
Earth.
off something?
You're not, yeah, not on
You're on
Google Earth.
Google Maps, not
Oh,
Google
that
Earth.
probably is a difference, but that's way more than 500 feet,
Yeah.
like,
Anyway.
Yeah.
I promise we'll look into it, about the 500 feet, but I would assume that it is, but I don't know from here to here if that is 500 or not. It's
Just
gotta
click on
be,
that thing, and just draw a line, just.
Yeah, my note says it's 667 feet.
There we go.
alright, look at you, Sujay. You want to get up, are you on it right now? Are you doing what Bradley's saying?
She said
Okay, let me get up.
667.
Let someone know that knows what they're doing. Alright, Sujay, it's all yours, pal. You can grab it.
If it's 667, you're okay. 22, 23.
All right, perfect. So it seems, I mean, we can still check, Judy, I guess, but it looks like based on this that we're okay.
You ever use that?
You're good.
Thanks, Suzanne.
You're welcome.
So either way, are we okay with removing those trees, that whole swath of trees, so we have a safe court? Okay, so that's one. Two, I'll keep rolling while I'm rolling. This is new. So we would like to, and we already ran this by finance, but just keep the board up to date. We had a computer sale a while back for old MacBook Air laptops. They are now a year or two older than the last time we sold them. The last time the price was $100. It was a smashing success. We'd like to sell them this time for $60 with a advertisement as is, where is, first come, first serve. We also have Apple TVs, which I think are what runs this unit, for $20. I think our tech team did the research on the price. We'd like to give back to our community, sell old things that, I don't even think these will run NWA exams anymore, Ms. Day, that's
No,
correct?
that's
Yes, okay. So is that, I mean, I ran it by finance, I'm supposed to inform you per our disposition policy. Superintendent shall inform the board of any individual item over 500. Now, while these aren't over 500, I just don't want you to be caught flat when you see the advertisement for these.
How many are there?
We have almost 100.
And that's on May 6th.
So it's going to, starting on May 6th, people will be able to just email us using this or going online and saying, I'd like to purchase up to 3, and then we will call you and schedule a time for you to come pick them up.
So how did the last sale go?
When we sold them a couple of years ago,
Yeah.
we didn't sell all of them. We probably have 20 that were initially left from that original sale. And then because we've been able to purchase some newer devices and student population changes, we have some more. We may even end up having a few more than the 100. We're looking into using some ESSER funds that may be left to purchase new devices for our current students in 4th grade. But we felt like most of these devices are really closer to 10 years old, not 6. They really are getting to the antiquated point.
I'd like to say $100 a piece would be 10 grand, but, you know, and you can have a second sale if you need to.
Yeah, we just felt like we sold the same device 2-ish years ago for $100, so we were like, ooh, and they really are getting to the point where they'll do basic things, but newer programs like the NWAs won't run on them. We just felt like, and when we Googled and tried to search around what we could find on eBay, that was sort of a number what we tended to see. So, and we just thought, well, we'd rather sell them to our own community and have our own community benefit than having them sitting on a shelf and we sell them to some company, and a company has advantage, so.
This I've also run by. This is construction and transportation committee. I ran by finance. We had those sort of one meeting after the other. We have you might have seen it around. This is from Johnny, so I want to thank him publicly for his notes. A 2000 red Chevy K3500 4x4 with an 8-foot plow and a good aluminum flatbed. So it's a 24 years old, 125,362 miles. Note, the body and frame are rusted out and it will not take a sticker. So we would like to sell that vehicle. I think our policy says, I don't think, I'm reading it, all member municipalities are to be informed in writing of any individual item of property declared surplus valued over 500. With the plow, with the good aluminum frame, maybe it's over 500, so what I would do is write to the 5 towns and say, we have this truck. I don't know what we'll price it, will the Kelly Blue Book, same thing that Sue just mentioned for computers, we'll do for it. I don't know that we're gonna find a comparable 24-year-old rusted out vehicle to get a estimated best price on, but we'll try our best to come up with the right price. We'll email the towns. I'm not quite done, Wes. I promise you not anything in a minute. We also have a 1988, so 36-year-old Chevy, if anybody's looking, K2500 4x4 with an 8-foot bed and cap and an 8-foot plow, 181,313 miles. Note, needs a motor and will not take a sticker. The frame is rusted. So we'd also like to sell that and get it off property. We also have, why we bought the new van for folks watching and keeping up with these board meetings, our 2017 Dodge Caravan minivan had 175,585 miles. I don't know what this means, and people smarter than me will. Blew a rod and lifter, bad motor, all local mechanics do not want to work on it. That doesn't sound like a great vehicle. So there you go, so we're gonna try and sell that one and get a best price.
Who told you that the local mechanics weren't working on it?
Johnny Cervantes notes.
That's not me, but, well, I digress.
Okay. So I don't know who he saw, I know Libby's is one, probably Bragdon's is another, I don't know if he went to every single local mechanic, but I think the point is it's not worth fixing at this point.
Right.
The next one, so we'd like to sell that one. The next thing that I want to talk to you about is more, and just came to my attention recently. We have been, I mentioned when we first bought that first Toyota, we were very, very happy with it. They ranged close to $50,000 at one time. We put our ore in the water, you have to wait months to get these, so we got a white Toyota Sienna that's been running wonderfully. Of course it's new, so it runs wonderfully. Johnny's note says our second Dodge Caravan has 130,000 miles plus. The motor is tapping just like Van 1's motor tapped, and it goes through regularly shocks, tires, brakes, and rotors. I think his note is the point. Van 2 is also getting tired on the Dodge Caravan. Funny enough, Sue Day, who's been on a wait list for a while, I have a quote here for a 2024 Toyota Sienna for $42,275 plus undercoat, which I don't think we'd take, government fees, dock fees, all in $43,707 minus $600 probably for the undercoat, and probably $43,108 for a new Toyota Sienna to replace our tapping 2017 Dodge Caravan. We would also sell that one. I think it's like, the reason I'm putting the pressure tonight, and I don't want to be the hard sales pitch, it's now or never on this offer. They don't get these very often. We need to let them know quickly if we'd like to buy. And so Maggie Hawk said, yes, we would have the funds available if you would like to do this. But you don't have to do it. I know you do, it's beautiful. Still running great. So if you want to do this, I'm telling you what's going on with Van 2. So Van 1's already blew a rod and lifter with a bad motor. Van 2 is tapping and has some issues with 130,000 miles. It's 7, pushing 8 years old. We have an opportunity for a new one that doesn't come around very often. I'm putting balls in your court. If you'd like to have us pursue purchasing a second one, then we would sell this van as well. If you'd like to say, nope, ride Van 2 until it doesn't go another foot, just like Van 1, we can do that. Tag. My speech is finished.
So we're voting on this whole package that you've just gone through?
Well, I think you don't have to vote, right, great, thank you, jeez, I said a lot of words there. We're going to have this laptop sale, I'm just informing you per policy, that's one. We are going to sell these 3 that don't run with bad blown motors, etc. I will follow policy and procedure, I'm informing you because I'm guessing there'll be over $500 that we'll ask. I don't even really know if we're gonna get $500, but just in case, these are expensive, so you know, those should probably go. What I am asking you, what we are voting on, would we like to continue to ride out Van 2? Or do we want to pursue the purchase of this Toyota Sienna and then sell Van 2 because it's getting to the end of life? What would you all like to do?
And we have the money for it.
We do have the money for it.
Let's purchase it.
Would you like a motion?
I would agree, I agree with that assessment, but I just wanted to check with you.
Jill, can we still keep Van 2 and still run that so we have an extra van?
We can absolutely keep Van 2, sure.
That way
Yes.
if one other one needs to go in the shop or break down,
Yes,
we always
we can
have an
keep
extra
Van 2.
one. And we
Yes.
can try to throw a little bit of money at Van 2 to see
Yes,
if
we
fix
can
it.
absolutely keep Van 2. Yes, of course. If we want to keep Van 2, happy to keep Van 2. Yes, so we want to, so I guess what I'd love, if that's how we feel, a motion to authorize the superintendent to purchase a 2024 Toyota Sienna from Berlin City Auto Group.
So moved.
Second.
Judy.
That's better than having a breakdown on the road with the old one.
Judy Bradley, purchase.
Any other questions?
I have one, as usual. Those pickups that we talked about in the very beginning,
Yep,
I think we
alrighty.
should do that. I think we should roll it, not put them out there at 500. I think we should roll the dice and ask for sealed bids.
We can do that too,
500
that's fine.
bids.
I think it's a good idea. The body on that 1 ton's worth $500. I'll give you that right now.
Right. some of it right now.
You got kind of check right now?
Let's do a bidding war, right there.
So, I'm totally fine, so just tell me how to handle this team. All member municipalities have been informed in writing of any individual item declared surplus over 500 and are to have first option. Do the towns still have first option? If I do a sealed bid, is there no minimum? Or is the minimum 300, so I don't have to tell the towns? How do I maneuver with policy? I'm fine with doing a sealed bid, that's fine. Well, how should I, so should we say minimum bid requires $300, so it's less than $500, and then we don't do, I'm not trying to cheat the towns, anybody watching, but how do we?
Go 500. I can't believe, you know, you can get almost that by calling the CIA.
Minimum bid 500, we're gonna let the towns know. Bid's gonna be in the paper, these vehicles will be available, that's what we'll do. Is that fair, team? We'll do minimum 500, we'll let every town know, and we'll have sealed bids due X amount.
But,
Excellent.
okay, so after, the towns are the only ones allowed to bid at this point?
No, let me read it. Prior to disposal of items, the superintendent shall inform the board. Check, follow policy. All member municipalities are to be informed in writing of any individual item of property declared surplus, valued over $500, and are to have the first option for acquisition.
Minimum bid, $490.
Everybody in the district.
All member municipalities.
Yeah.
So Baldwin, Cornish, Porter, Parsonsville, Hiram, I read that.
Yeah.
So I send to those 5 and say the price is 500, the price is 5,000, the price is,
We could,
Brad said the minimum bid of $500 each.
so they all, I want first option, they all send me a check for 500, who gets it?
no, they can send you a check for 6 if they think they're in competition.
Yeah.
Sealed bids from the town?
Sealed bid, yes,
Right,
absolutely.
right, absolutely.
The towns are
Plow
gonna
off
want
the truck, it's so separate, it's so better.
That's another option?
Well, might not, somebody might buy it. Big
So,
money, just
The
probably
question
add
is
to it,
this,
they won't
so
budget.
none of the towns buy it, then we put it out to the general public.
So let's keep
Well,
going.
it is the general public,
In the case of
Minis-
schools closing, that's.
residents of the municipality.
I thought that he said just, I didn't
I
realize.
read that as the municipality.
It's the
itself
town, it's the
also.
town of Hiram, I don't think it's
No, I
all
don't-
member citizens, I think it's towns get first shot at it.
Yes, I think that's correct, and so then we get to look at it as, I think that if it goes out to the general public, you're gonna get a lot more than $500.
The charges for municipal purchase, hey, here we go. The charges for municipal purchases shall be determined by the superintendent after consulting with the board. I'm consulting with you, what are we charging the municipalities for these vehicles?
Well, no, it's a sealed bid.
Sealed bid. Minimum 500, or minimum 1,000.
Or we do minimum $490 and don't give it to minutes.
Well, we said the surplus is 500.
Yeah, so I
Or
think
That
probably
one
was,
time you should go higher. It's got a really nice aluminum body on it, and it's, you won't buy that body for.
This is why I like
Well,
real
the
estate.
bottom line is you wanna get rid of it.
yes.
Yeah.
Look, let's take it one at a time, Tim. Well, I'll set the bid, you tell me. I think it is, I'm consulting with you. Item 1, 2000 red Chevy K3500 4x4 with 8-foot plow and good aluminum flatbed. Mileage 125, 362. Please note, body and frame are rusted out and it will not take a sticker. What I'm asking for, minimum from the towns for that vehicle, I'll do it by consensus. What do we want, whatever you tell me, we'll send to the towns.
Dude, the plow setup is worth more than 500,
Great,
Yeah,
what do we
yeah.
want? 15, 2, 3?
and we're on TV, so they're gonna know all this anyway.
Yeah, fine, give me the number. I'm
I
gonna,
think you just say a minimum bid, I don't think the towns are gonna want it, and you're gonna put it back out to open bid anyway.
But as we know, that thing
So it's
can
not
be
gonna
bought
matter.
together.
I would offer it to the towns for minimum sealed bid, so if they really want it, they're gonna have to pony up. I don't think they're gonna want it anyway. Minimum bid is $500
for this vehicle, 500, that's the minimum we want.
for all of them. I don't know, the man's probably not gonna want that.
And put a deadline, and then open the bid.
Minimum
Spending a lot of
500.
time on $500.
I'm hearing we should go more than 500 on this thing.
Well,
We have
second-
consensus on
and,
500?
Well,
I saw a secondhand plow 25 years ago for $600.
So we don't think 500 is enough.
If you put that in the shopping guide for 500, just a plow outfit, there would be a line out the door here, wanting to buy it.
Board, I'm with you, what do we want? We want 1,000? Yeah, but we can, I think we can set any minimum for the municipality. Cornish, Baldwin.
Right, and so when none of them, if we said 500 and they like we expect, don't want our junk vehicles sitting in their yards either, and it comes, so we then open it to public.
If it doesn't go to the
Set a
towns,
minimum.
then surplus property, including books to be offered for sale, should be disposed of sealed by sealed bid, public auction, or public sale. I think then we would do, in the shopping guide, we have this vehicle, the minimum is X, bids are due by Y day.
Well, is there any town other than Baldwin that has municipal plowing? You're the only guys that have it, don't you?
No, Hiram does.
Hiram does as well? So, other than that, those are probably the only two bidders anyway.
I just need the minimum number, consensus from this board, that's all I want. What am I asking the towns for this red one? What you got, two?
Maggie?
I don't know anything about this stuff, but why do we have to do it to the town? Why can't we just put it in for anybody?
Policy DN.
That's a dumb thought.
Are you on the policy committee?
I just got on.
There you go, buddy. What you got?
I don't know who was first,
Olin.
Olin.
If I was still on the board of selectmen for the town,
Flat body.
I'd give you $500 for that, so quit, and turn around
There's
south.
a rust option, put rust.
Oh, my.
Just typing.
He's right.
I would, honest God.
Rusted body.
And I wouldn't blame anybody